Hi, I'm Trevor Austin, founder of Authentic Life Financial Planning. In this video, we're covering how to decide when you should exercise your stock options. Now that we've kind of covered stock options and some of the details and how they operate and things to be, worried about and thinking about, the question then is, well, when should I actually exercise? And the way I generally help clients think about this is we can't focus on what your company stock is doing or what you think the stock price, where the stock price will go. We really have to focus on how does exercising your stock options fit into your broader financial plan. Because the reality is we have no idea what your stock price is going to do. And so we have to focus on what we can control and kind of ignore what we can't. Because again, we can't control it, so let's ignore it. So the way that I generally do that is walking through this 5-step process. So we have to understand what you own and what you will own. We have to understand what the tax implications are in exercising, what tax implications there are of selling, what tax implications there are of doing nothing. And sometimes, not with stock options, but with other equity awards, there may be tax consequences even if you do nothing. And so we need to be aware of that. Once we understand that, then we have to look at what are you trying to accomplish in the next 2 years, and we need to make sure that we have cash or cash flow to cover those goals. The last thing we want to do is expect that we can sell your stock to cover near-term goals when those goals happen. We don't want to do that because, again, rule number one with equity awards, in my opinion, is that we have no idea what's going to happen with the stock, so let's not plan that it's going to be available when we need it in the short term. I also think we have to do that for the long term, which is why we have to plan for any long-term goals, retirement, education goals, home purchases, any big long-term goals. We generally should be excluding your equity. Because again, we don't know what will happen, and plan A, our expectation should be that it's not going to work out. And then finally, once we've kind of made all those decisions, then we can start talking about, okay, we have these stock awards. Does it make sense to exercise them? Should we be exercising and selling? Should we be exercising and holding? As your tenure with the company continues, you'll end up getting more and more awards over time. And at some point, you'll be like, okay, I own a lot of stock in my company. I probably need to start diversifying out so that I can cover these near and long-term goals, even if the near and long-term goals are covered. Because again, rule number one is we're not going to assume that the company stock continues to perform or does perform as expected. Because again, we have no idea what will happen. If it does, then great. You can do more than you were planning to or hoping to. But if it doesn't, then hey, awesome. We can still do everything we want to do, even though the company stock has not worked out. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with any questions or topics that you would like to see covered. Financial planning is all about creating the life you want. Let's build it together.